They gave us they defended us a lot differently than we thought they were going to, so we had to adjust. I thought our kids did a good job of that. But what I said to the kids there, we did talk about next week, because next week's going to be a big game, and we're excited for that challenge. But we left too many points on the board tonight. We got inside the 40, inside the 30, and we're turning the ball over. A lot of penalties, stuff like that. That's got to get cleaned up before next week or as we move forward. So yeah, a lot of good things, but not perfect by any means.
Right. I guess you saw a lot of strengths, in the running game. Was that, would you say, a positive between Hinton and the two Holman? He had a couple of runs.
Yeah, well, that's what we do. We're going to run the ball, and I think Timmy really carried us tonight. Like, obviously, Tyree and Juju are going to run to the outside, and we're going to pick our spots where we do that. But they were clogging up the middle, and we still said our game plan was to run right at them, and that was Timmy. And Timmy was in there, and Timmy was getting hard yards, and we talk about getting 4 yards a carry. Timmy did a good job of that.
And just one thing, the end of the second quarter, you got that huge stop where you stopped them, and then you came back and you got the field goal.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
How was that, just defensively and the clock management to get the ball down?
Yeah, listen, that's our game. That's kind of our strategy. When we say, when we get inside the red zone defensively, we kind of said bend but don't break. So we gave up a big play, which we didn't want to do, but we got inside the 30, we tightened up, stopped them on 4th down, and did a good job. And then, we did a nice job. We threw some passes, we broke some long runs. Nico is a great weapon as a kicker. We were kind of at midfield, I think with 17 seconds left with 2 timeouts, and we just said, give Nico a chance. We gave him a chance, and he scored. That makes it, that makes it a 3-score game.
AJ, how underrated is your defense in this league?
Well, listen, we've played tough defense here, I think, since we've been here. That's our staple. That's the backbone of our team, and our defense is, again, like you just saw, we bend but don't break. We give up first downs, we don't give up touchdowns, and that's our motto. And even though we did give up a couple tonight, but and again, that compares with that goes hand in hand with our running game.
Yeah.
That's our game plan. We run the ball and we play good defense. That goes hand in hand. So the defense is there, but we also run the ball, and it goes hand in hand. And we wear teams out. I mean, they made it 24-6. We got the ball. We're just running the ball, try to kind of eat clock, and we go right down, because at that point it's like body blows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really is. So
definitely.
But our defense really stepped up and played well tonight, and it's going to be a great challenge next week, because you got a high-powered offense. So we got it. We'll be up for it, though.
Yeah. Any talk of revenge this week, or is Ridgefield just way too different a team this year to worry about that?
That's exactly what it was.
It was, okay. So.
It's 100%.
Yeah.
That's I always, when we write up our time schedule, at 7 o'clock, I always kind of have a theme of the week that I just kind of leave the kids with. I show it to them on Thursday, and it was absolutely revenge. Listen, Ridgefield's a great program. They're in our division. They've become a rival. Really, we've played them 5 years, and we're 3-2. So we go back and forth. They're really. Kevin does a great job up there, and but that being said, this was for this year's seniors, and this was for last year's seniors, because obviously we know that game really left a bad taste in our mouth, and it didn't allow us, to reach the states and some of the goals that we had set. So.
With you, just defensively, I've written so much about you guys offensively. How underrated are you guys defensively in this league?
Well, we're very underrated, because we really give up points. You see, we give up points at the end of the game, or when the ones is out, when they put the twos in type. But our defense is very underrated. But I think we got one of the best defense in the state and in the FC.
That they were moving the ball. They'd been building up. Yeah. They scored 28 against Norwalk.
We knew coming in that was going to be a good team. Just because they were 1-7, the bracket doesn't mean anything. It's a big rivalry between us two, and we knew they was going to bring it.
Segue to you, Tim, because I asked Coach. I said, was the revenge word uttered at all this week? And he said pretty much every day.
Yeah, every day. They spoiled our season a lot. It was really bad. We just wanted to get back at them. Ridgefield, we don't like them, and they don't like us. But they're still a good opponent. We still respect them.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we just treat it like it's another game, and that's all it is to it.
Your effort tonight carrying the ball and defensively, I mean, you seem to be a monster on both sides.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this was probably your best game of the year?
Well, I can always do better. You know, I'm a very humble guy. You know, I couldn't have done nothing without my team. Exactly. You know, they helped me out. You know, we all work together. So I feel like if I had a good game, we all had a good game. You know, that's the way it works around here. You have to make man pride, and nobody is special on this team in any way.
What did you think of Tugboat getting his first career touchdown? How cool was that?
That was big. You know, he is sophomore. You know, we're getting him a lot, but him getting his first down was really big for him. You know, it's gonna help our backfield a lot.
Oh,
funny thing about Tugboat, we gave him the ball like 30 times on the goal line to score. Against Mello, but didn't get in. But then he finally got in. When it was an F wedge.
Yeah.
It was an F wedge, so I think when they called it belly, it got more space.
Exactly. Did you talk about the goal line stand down here? Because really that set the tone for the rest of the game.
We played bend but don't break defense.
Yeah.
Since I was a sophomore, we played bend but don't break defense. We don't give a deep play, but we gave it the deep ball. But it's harder. We close space in the red zone. It's always hard to score in the red zone. As you can see, we came up. We left some points up on the board because it's very hard to score in the red zone because it's small space.